And some long anticipated double cab video. Figure we'll go put one together, see if we can get a little bit of work on it today. It's beautiful out. It's like 55 degrees and it's like February 4th. So it's so nice out, I figure I'm gonna go actually back it up and we'll do some work right outside the garage door because we're gonna make some dusties. I figure we'll do a cold start on it, kind of cold start in warm weather. These are my little cheater wires, and this blue one runs back to crank the starter, and this green one is just power to the coil. And I think we're going to do some windshield rot repair, which is all this stuff down in here. My truck's back there somewhere. Got room. Am I locked in? There we go. Try to make it a habit to pull the wire off instead of just popping the clutch to stall it. That way I make sure it's in neutral. For the next time. Alright, so what we're going to work on is up in front. It's typical that the windshields rust out in the bottom lip right here. And I don't know if it's showing up on the camera, but there's Bondo all kind of stuffed up inside there. So I have a feeling it's quite a bit of a mess under there. So there you go, I see a little bit better. So I figure I'll take my plastic sheathing back. Well, probably the best bet would be a wire wheel. We're gonna go dig all that out of there. We're gonna see what's actually underneath there, and see if we can go about repairing that with metal instead of a Bondo or whatever that crap is, and get to see how bad it really is, you know. So let me get set up and flip that back out of our way, or just tuck it on the inside, and we'll start digging away. Alright, we're going to do a little digging, and that's what we're going to use. That wire wheel, and you know why I have gloves written on the back of that? Because if you don't, and you slip, it hurts like hell. So let's see. I don't know if that could be fiberglass that's in there or Bondo. I have a feeling it's probably Bondo, but let's go see. Should have told you about hearing protection too, huh? You guys all dusty now? How's your eyes? All right. Now that's going to be worse than I expected. This is, I have a feeling of things to come. That don't look good, does it? And the other thing is that was so thick, they would have never got the windshield in there. I had one I just tried, I patched with some very light steel over the top of it with no filler, and it was a very hard time getting the glass in, so I don't think that was ever gonna happen. So unless they glued it in. This uses a regular rubber seal that goes around it. All right, so I'm gonna go and dig the rest of that out, and then I'll turn you back on when I reveal the ugly truth. You see why I waited so long, so that the all that crap wouldn't stick to the seam sealer on the bottom. It's all dry now, but that seam sealer that's on the floor was I top coated it with paint too fast, and the paint couldn't cure, so it took about a month to do so. Anyway, let's go keep digging. See, I just love New England cars. Well, that's a lot worse than I expected. Oh, you think that nose is attached? Yeah, a little bit going right here. Right there. Generally, they kind of blow out a little bit lower, like in this lower section here. I've never seen it right up at the top of the seal that they rushed out like this. The way it's set up, it kind of, what happens is the water kind of goes downhill. You know, the camera's level. You see where it drops in, so the water just kind of sits behind there forever, and you know, usually rots out the bottom lip. This one's kind of taking a cake. They even cut into the top. Looks like they did that with a grinder. That wasn't like that for the top of the wiper thing. Why, I don't know. Probably when they went to go sand it, I bet you they probably were sanding through, and they say, oh, I got a high spot, and they started grinding it down with the grinder and filling it, not realizing that lump is supposed to stay there. So the only thing that sucks about that too is that what did they do to the whole rest of the vehicle that I'm not seeing, you know? So I gotta look closely again at the bottoms of all the doors and everything. Well, my plan was, still might be, is I have a hatch from that that parts bus that we stripped, and it's got a window in it, and I was hoping that the profile, I know it doesn't have a curve to it, but I was kind of hoping that the profile of somewhere around the frame would be roughly the same. So we'll go and pop that out of there. We'll take a tape measure, and we'll kind of measure what that gap looks like, and see if any of that would be usable on the top and the bottom. And I also have this other parts bus that we can kind of slice out of, but generally, if one, you know, this thing's a rusty pig just as bad, so I have a feeling that this may be the exact same thing. It may have the same issues, but I don't know. And the other thing is too, I don't know if I want to take the windshield out of this because it opens it up to the weather. Not that that's that big of a deal. I could probably just wrap it up with plastic too and duct tape it really good. But you might be better off. Don't know. Don't know till we try, right? So maybe cutting that guy out of there. I also kind of wanted to leave it so that I had measurement points from top and bottom. I could tell how far, because like if this is up 1/4 of an inch, which it was on that all that Bondo, you're not getting that seal in there. Again, as I said before, I already went through this once before. So I'm going to contemplate. I may also go online and look and see if they sell patch panels. I know they sell a whole nose, but I'm not going to do that. Yeah, worst case, I'll make my own with a shrinker stretcher, which I planned on doing with that door, but I think this yeah, I planned on doing 3 inches here, 2-inch patch here, a 4-inch patch there, not one that's 4 feet long. I can still do it in sections, but you get the idea. So actually, I think I might be cutting this video here. I got a phone call. I got to go help a friend get a furnace into a basement. So I'm gonna go do that, and we'll just call this like a little teaser video. But I do plan on kind of moving forward more on this, and we'll see more double cab videos, and kind of go from there. Yeah, but we'll see wherever that Bondo is there. Now I'm afraid that that's just patched over. You know, there's no metal where that stops. So you got to kind of go run around it with a magnet. But the old saying, it is what it is. Not going to make a difference. It needs to be fixed. So no sense crying about it. Just get to fabricating, right? All right, guys. Again, thanks everybody for watching, commenting, subscribing. I know it's a shorty, but at least I got to spend a little bit of time on it. All right, so I was able to get that furnace moved at a friend's house a lot faster than expected. So it took about an hour to take care of that. And I went and decided to do a little poking on the old internet there. And I like Bus Depot for all my bus stuff. It seems like they always have the stuff in stock, where a bunch of the other ones I didn't order from. They're like, well, that's on back order, this is on back order, we're going to drop ship that from someplace else. And you know, these guys seem to be pretty good, so I kind of stick with them. Anyway, so there's the windshield repair panels, which I was kind of hoping for. Comes in 2 pieces, and it kind of wraps up goes up about 2 inches on each side, and then it's you know, it kind of overlaps in the middle there. So for $64.95, that will definitely be a lot easier than me trying to shape that by myself. I'm sure that that is not exactly a drop in and just tack in a place and be done with it kind of panel, but it gets me a lot closer than me trying to form that or cut it out of the other bus. And again, like I was saying on the other bus, I kind of want to leave that one together so that I have the capacity to measure and make sure that I have the exact width that I need when I'm putting this one in. So, and with this, I also ordered a windshield gasket, which was like 35 bucks, the rubber seal that goes around, and the battery tray. I know I need a battery tray for the back corner, which is blown out too. So I ordered those 3 pieces, and it was $10 shipping, and the battery tray I think was $29.95. So everything was $139 delivered, and I'll probably have that beginning to middle of next week. It's Thursday now. You figure they won't get them out till Friday, so yeah, probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And I think Bus Depot is out of Pennsylvania, which is not too bad. They're I think it's Pennsylvania. I don't want to be positive of that, but they're you know, 500 miles away instead of 3,000 miles away, so it shouldn't be too bad. All right, again, guys, thanks everybody for watching, commenting, subscribing. And I know this is didn't get much done on this one, but you know, anything forward is something, right? So again, thanks. Later.